Welcome to Balanced Body and Beyond. I'm super excited to be here with you today on my finally finished deck that has been under construction for 3 years, but we finally finished this weekend painting it, and now we just got to put some furniture on it. But one thing at a time, just like we do in yoga, one practice at a time, one movement at a time. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. You'll see more of my deck from many different views moving forward. And today's practice finally is going to be a full body daily yoga routine to energize you, to awaken the body, to charge your mind and make you feel refreshed and renewed. How does that all sound? You tailor the practice to meet the needs of your body today, and we will all have a wonderful practice together. Roll your mat out, lay back, and let's begin. We'll take our arms overhead for a full body stretch. Bring your arms alongside your body. We're going to take a short clip of time here to connect with our breath. Bring your lips together, inhale and exhale through your nostrils. We'll keep our breathing simple, but nasal breathing nonetheless. As you focus on your breath, listen to the sounds that are surrounding you. And now make your breath audible. Listen to your breath. Breathe into your fingertips and toes. Acknowledge how you feel. Don't look for instant change, but throughout our practice, we will change. Our perspective will change. Our mindset will change. And your body will change. Hopefully, all change for the better. We're going to keep the breath moving in and out of our nostrils, but know that if you need to add some mouth breathing, you certainly can. We'll send our arms wide, and now bend your knees and walk your feet in towards your hips. But I want you to feel your feet on the outer edge of the mat, so your feet are wide, and just gently move the legs side to side. And as the legs move side to side, gently turn your head and look away from the knees. Yep, so as the knees move to the right, you can look to the left. Take your time, no rush. And during our practice, if you hit that sweet spot, that sweet stretch, the sweet posture, that's doing your body some serious good, some serious benefits, you just stay there if you need to. One more. Point your knees to the ceiling, and let's take both our legs and arms up over the body. Roll your ankle and wrist. So freedom to your toes, to your fingertips, to your wrists, to your ankles. Change directions. Get all the blood to flow to your heart, to reoxygenate the body. The new fresh blood supply as the arms and legs are over the body. And now let's hug the legs into the body. Wrap your arms behind the legs. Maybe it's your forearm, maybe it's your palm. And then let's just give a gentle rock side to side. We're going to straighten the legs and take the arms overhead like we did at the very beginning of our practice. And I want you to try to roll to the side of your body. And then roll the other way. And now as you roll, I'm going to encourage you not to push off the heels of the feet too much. I know I feel I'm pushing off. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to lead with my shoulders. So I'm going to lift my chest and lead that movement with my shoulder. Good. One more roll. And laying flat on our back, we'll walk our feet in towards our body one more time, but this time they're not wide. This time they're hip width distance apart, and we're gonna lift our hips for a bridge. Holding this bridge pose, we're gonna bring just one arm up overhead, another overhead reach, then back down and switch arms. So alternating arm reaches to warm up our shoulders. If you begin to fatigue, you can lower your hips down, keep continuing with the arm movement, and then reset the hip lift at any point. Pause here, lower your hips down. Now bring your feet close together. So once we lift for our bridge and our feet are touching, you're going to utilize a whole nother group of muscles and feel a bigger stretch, most likely down the thighs and into the hips. We're going to make a snow angel with the arms. So arms wide, overhead, arms wide, and fingertips can touch underneath you. Now I notice how unstable I am with my feet close together. It is taking a lot more muscle recruitment to maintain this bridge with my feet close together. If it's uncomfortable for you, it doesn't work for you, you take your feet wider. Let's try one more arm sweep. Excellent job. Arms alongside the body, lower your hips down. And let's come into a seated position. We're going to pull one foot into our thigh and sit nice and tall here. And holding this stretch, flex your extended leg. So if your left leg is extended like mine, flex the left foot, toes point to ceiling. Bring our arm up. We'll take a forward fold and hold this fold. Now, as you lift, you're going to take your thumb to your shoulder, and then you're going to straighten your arm and look back behind you. So from a body awareness standpoint, bring your thumb to your shoulder, know where your arm is moving in space, and then reach for your toes. So thumb to shoulder, look back behind you, thumb to shoulder, and reach. Two more. Chest up, long spines, pushing our sit bones into the mat. This is a great routine to do early in the morning, late in the morning, afternoon, or evening. Let's hold this stretch. Let's roll up, and then we'll try that. Then on the other side. So sit tall first. Hips are evenly pushing down into the mat. We're going to bring our left arm up and reach for your right foot. We'll hold for just a moment. See how that feels. Then we'll add our movement. All right, so as you lift your chest, pull your thumb to your shoulder. Feel the thumb touch the shoulder. Turn your head, look back behind you. Thumb to shoulder and reach. Good. So if you think about it, and you even need to pause this video, go ahead and let me know what exercises you like, what exercises you would like to see more of, or maybe something in the video that doesn't work for you that you would like an alternative to. So reach forward and hold. We'll stay here, feel the stretch, enjoy the stretch, make the very best of the stretch. And rising up, we'll stretch out both legs into a straddle before we roll into our very first child's pose. And we'll take a lateral bend here. See how close you can get your bottom shoulder towards your thigh. Stay in the stretch for at least one big breath. I'm trying not to rush it. You can turn your head and look under your arm. Be gentle with yourself. We'll try one more on each side. Be patient. Ease into your practice. Sometimes, most times, we are our worst enemies, right? Maybe we push too hard or our expectations are too high. Both arms up. Slide your hands out and join your feet so that they're parallel to one another. Now you can have your fingertips splaying outward or your fingertips pointing to your hips. I'm going to turn side onto my mat and we're going to do a reverse tabletop. So much like bridge, hips up, hips down. What I like about this particular movement is it gets a real nice stretch through the shoulders, works your triceps a little bit. Push your feet into the mat. Now, if it doesn't bother your neck, try to look upward. Look to the sky, the ceiling, whatever is above you. This beautiful canopy of tree above me. We're going to hold here. Hips come down. Now, if you need to, another alternative is to drop to your forearms, but we're going to cross our left ankle over our thigh and take that figure 4. Little hip opener, chest up. You can move a little bit side to side. We'll have more hip openers coming. Now, can you do a reverse tabletop? That's a nice challenge. All right, let's try it on the other side. So cross your ankle over your thigh. This can be done from your forearms. Lift your chest. A little bit side to side. If it's too intense, you just slide your leg farther away. Let the hips have a little more space. Good. Pausing, chest up, long spines, and now see if you can elevate your hips into the single leg, reverse, tabletop or bridge. Hips come down. Extend your legs in staff pose. And let's just bring our palms together and do a little roll for the wrists. That was a lot of work for the wrists. If you had your hands pointed the way mine were, even out to the side, change directions. Well done. Let's turn ourselves front facing, child's pose. Big toes together. I went to my default child's pose where my knees are just under my rib cage. If your child's pose is a little different than mine, that's fine. And I want you to breathe into the back of the body here. Listen for your breath. Relax your facial muscles. We're not clenching the teeth, a little space between your top and bottom jaw or teeth. Pull your left palm back and just take your right arm across the mat. So my right palm is to the left side of my mat. Single arm stretch for your child's pose. I turn my head and I look under my right arm, and then I can get a stretch down the side of my neck, which I very much enjoy. And then switch, pull your right hand back, take your left arm across. Now I'm peeking under my left arm. Stretch through your fingertips, being aware of the whole body. Both arms extend, and we're going to take ourselves into a tabletop pose, setting up for bird dog. Let's extend our right arm first, with your bicep by your ear, and then your left leg. So big long stretch. We're going to tap our tip of our toe and the tip of our finger straight down and then straight up. So just a tap down and a tap up. So my thumb is pointing out like up like I'm the fawns. My foot is flexed and my toe is pointing down. And I'm drawing my belly in, giving myself a little pelvic tilt so I don't arch at the lower back. I feel this movement coming from my shoulder and my hip, strengthening my core. Hold, all 4 points down, and let's switch this out. So first, stabilize your body. Arm is reaching out, thumb is up. You can be the fawns, thumbs up. Good. The tip of your toes touch, and the tips of your fingers touch the mat. My chin is pulled in to keep my head in alignment with my spine. And I'm thinking about my whole body. I'm thinking about my whole body working together, my core uniting these two movements of my arm and leg. Last tap, hold, all 4 points down. Push your hips back for child's pose. And then we're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming to our knees, bring our arms overhead, arms open wide, and we're gonna take some big bows, hinging at the hips, knuckles together. Inhale, open your heart space. Exhale, bow. Inhale, open. Open and hold. Arms can rest down. We'll swing our left leg through. So now we are in a half kneeling position. You can tuck your back toes under or keep your back toe pointed. And we're gonna ease into the front leg, putting pressure through the front leg, pressure through the hips, and then you can rock back. So let's just do a little rocking motion forward and back. If you need more cushioning under your knee, I did this in one of my short videos. You can fold your mat right here, kind of loop it, yep. And that'll give you a little more cushioning. My knee definitely appreciated that. Hold here, reach up your right arm, inhale. Now you can lean back here, or you can swing your right arm and reach for the heel of your foot. Bring your left arm up. So two different variations here. Stretching through your quadricep, opening from the front of the body, doing our best to keep our hips square. That's a big stretch. Tuck your chin in, bring both arms overhead, palms together. You're gonna twist to me and bring your hands to heart center. Bring your fingertips up and then twist again. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist and hold. Now, send your left arm behind you. Take your right hand at your hip and gaze into your back hand. Big healthy twist here. I love that. Good. Looking to the front of the mat, we're gonna switch legs out. I'm gonna keep my mat folded because I know that my knees like that. And then push into your front leg. Yep. Certainly feel free to hold this stretch longer. Be intentional with each movement you do, most importantly. Alrighty, both arms come overhead, inhale. So you can stay here, bring your arm down. You can lean back, You can reach for the heel of your foot. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Pull your chin in, both arms come up, palms together. And now as you twist, you're going to bring your hands to heart center, looking over your right shoulder, and then back up. Healthy twist here. Slow, persistent, and consistent, right? That's where we get our wins from. Persistency and consistency. Twist and hold. Now slide your right arm out, look into your right palm, and send the left hand just over your hip. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen your spine. Those subtle movements make such a big change in the body, and it'll give you a very different experience in your stretch. Okay, both knees down, and I'm gonna pull my mat back out. We're gonna take high plank. So when you're ready, fingertips point forward, legs straighten out. From high plank, down dog. Now you certainly could go into child's pose to kneeling plank, but we're gonna move between these two poses. You're gonna lift your heels really high, wave your body weight forward into your high plank, then lift your hips up and press your heels down to the mat. They do not need to touch the mat. Think about where you're looking. When you're in down dog, you're looking between the toes. And when you're in a high plank, you're looking between the fingertips. So your gaze changes. High plank and hold. Downward dog and hold. Feet travel forward. We're in our forward fold here. Tuck your chin in. Look between your legs towards the back of your mat. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arms reach up, chair pose. Inhale, lift. Chair pose again. Big arm circles. Inhale, lift. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, and send your left leg behind you. Now, we have set a good amount of distance between our feet. We're going to rise into a standing lunge, but we're not going to stay in the standing lunge very long. We're going to move right into warrior one. So pivot your back foot, bend the front knee, square your shoulders and hips. We're going to make a big circle, reaching forward, come overhead, pause, and then go again. But I want you to put some attention into that pause. And hold. We're going to move into warrior two from here. You're going to pull your back heel in, send your arms wide, and bend your knee. I made a slight adjustment so my heel points to the arch of my back foot. And in this warrior two, we're going to flip our back hand palm up, make a half circle this time, and then half circle back and turn your head, follow the moving hand. Shoulders stay relaxed, draw your shoulders down. Hold your warrior two. Straighten your right leg, your front leg, and lean back into reverse warrior. And once you're leaning back, you can send your left arm behind you, little internal rotation of the shoulder. Reset warrior 2. Yes. Both hands come down. Send both feet back. High plank. Let's just hold our plank here, developing some core strength. Sensation of pushing the mat away from you. And watch that you don't give your elbows a complete lock. So just a tiny micro bend to elbows and to knees. Lower your chest down. You can choose cobra or upward dog, picking your hips all the way up off the mat to downward dog. Let's walk our feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Pause here with me. When we fold, we're going to take our right leg back behind us. Setting up the long, low lunge. We did some hip opening from our kneeling position earlier. Rising up. Find your balance first in this lunge, and then you can rotate your back foot so it's flat. Into warrior 1 we go. So get yourself situated. I have a much tighter calf ankle on my right side. So this is actually super challenging for me. I have to really think about pushing my back foot down, letting my body absorb the stretch, and then we reach. Pausing, arms overhead, and reach again. And that is something that sometimes we can lose track of, that pause. Most of us live very busy lives. We jump from one thing to the next and we forget to hit the pause button. That would be a great challenge for you to give yourself, to remember to hit the pause button. Let's hold here. Setting up for warrior 2, pull your back heel in, send your arms wide, align your feet. So your front heel points to the arch of your back foot. Retract your shoulders down. And now let's turn the back hand palm up so we can make our half circle. As you circle, that arm sweeps the side of your face and sweeps back. You can turn your head. Let your gaze follow the moving hand. Certainly developing some warmth now. Maybe you were developing warmth early on. We're going to hold warrior 2. Now begin to straighten your front leg. Lift your left arm up. The back hand might rest onto your leg or wrap the back arm around you. Reverse warrior. Warrior 2, staying the course. Staying the course. Hands come down. Low lunge. Both feet back. Hold your plank here. Now, I'm going to suggest your feet are hip width distance apart, and we're going to drop the hips side to side. Little core integration here. Perhaps just a little stretch. You could do this from your knees as well. Keep your eyes at your fingertips. Okay, pausing, chest lowers down. Peel your chest up for cobra. Try upward dog. And with your next exhalation, moving into downward dog. Spreading your fingers wide, pushing your rib cage back towards your thighs. Feet move forward. Holding your forward fold. Keep your chin tucked in. Let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Now, arms can come alongside your body. We'll do a little bit of balance work before our practice ends. We'll take tree pose today with the toes either on the mat or lift your foot below or above your knee. Good. And I had just done a short recently about leaning against a wall. So if you feel like leaning against a wall is appropriate for you, then go move yourself to a wall. We'll take our hands to heart center. Find a focal point, a drishti if you will. Give the knee that you're standing on a little bend. So mindful not to lock your joints. Feel your foundational foot pushing into the mat. Push the mat away from you, like rise up. Don't sink down into your joints, but lengthen your joints. Good. And we'll try that again. So keep that in mind. So rather than the joints compressing into one another, we want to stretch them apart. You do that by pushing your foundational foot into the mat and lifting up and in. So see what you can create in your body. If you'd rather have your hands in a different place, that's fine. I'm choosing heart center today, but we could do arms overhead, extended tree pose. You can bind your hands behind you in some way. But stay committed to where you're at. Push the mat away from you, building up and in. Well done. Shake everything off. Yeah, and let's just do a little wrap, side to side, wrapping our arms around us as we bring our practice to an end. Hopefully you feel a little bit restored here. Feel a little fresher. See things in a different perspective. Hold here, arms come overhead. Arms come down, roll both shoulders. Big breaths. Let's try changing directions of that shoulder roll. Letting go of any residual tension, worries, or stressors. Slide your left leg behind you. We'll take a little IT band stretch. Try leaning into the back foot a little bit more, pulling the top shoulder back. And let's try that then on the other side. Swing your leg around, up and over. Fabuloso. Aw, George is looking at me from inside. No animals today. Not at least on camera. They're all around me. Arms alongside the body. Inhale, open up. And with that, we are going to end our practice alert, awake, and ready to continue on with our day. Thank you so much for joining me today on Balance, Body, and Beyond. We will see you next time. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share this with your friends. Have a great day.